guys, my name's Kim Sander, and I am here to talk to you about my success as a Beachbody coach. There's lots of different ways that you can rank how successful you think you are, or different ways to compare yourself to each other. But for me personally, my success came from getting healthy again. About 3 years ago, I wasn't feeling very well. I started getting migraines. I was always tired and exhausted, and I thought, tired and exhausted, I'm a mom. I've got 2 young kids. They were probably about 5 and 4 at the time. I live on a mini farm. I do a lot of stuff. I just thought it was normal to be tired. So when I started getting the migraines, I went and saw my doctor, and they run some blood work and told me my white blood cell count was pretty low. And they wanted me to go see a hematologist. So I went to the hematologist, and he said it's lower than it should be, not super bad. You're probably okay, but we'll have you come back and check 6 months to check back. I thought, great, I probably just had a cold or something like that, and that's why my white blood cell count was low, and it wasn't really that much to worry about. So I actually almost forgot about my 6-month appointment. I had my kids with me because I didn't have a babysitter. I remembered it like last minute. I almost actually missed it. Went in there thinking he's going to say, yep, you're good, everything looks great, and he didn't. He started talking to me about something called pernicious anemia, where your B12 count is very low. Your body doesn't absorb it the way it's supposed to, and that actually pulls down your white blood cell count among different things. You get tired and fatigued, your hands and feet get numb real easily, you get out of breath fast. A lot of these markers and symptoms are things that I had. So he said, let's give it another 6 months, keep going, let's see if it improves next time, and if not, then we'll have to start taking action. So 6 months later, I come back, and he says everything was still not where it was supposed to be, and he's pretty sure that I have the pernicious anemia, and he wants me to come in every month and get a B12 shot. So it's kind of scary. Obviously it wasn't cancer or anything crazy like that, but it never feels good to be put in that position where, sorry, there's a bug, where you're put in that position where you wonder and worry, like, what's going to happen if something is really wrong with me? What's going to happen to my family and my children? So, sorry. I started taking the B12 shots, and it helped. I could tell I had more energy, and I could tell when it was getting close for me to go back the next month, but it wasn't cheap. It wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't cheap. I had to make monthly trips, made sure I either had a babysitter or the kids were in school, made sure I have time off work to go and get these B12 shots, and they actually gave them to me in the chemotherapy room of the cancer clinic there, because that's where my doctor operated out of. So if you ever want, a reality check, that's a great place to find it. So we did that. I went back 6 months later, and he said, these aren't helping the way I thought they were. Your levels are better again, but not where they're supposed to be. So let's do it for another 6 months. And so we continued on the monthly shots of doing all of that. And in June last year, July of 2015, my friend Jen impulsively signed up as a Beachbody coach, and she said, hey, I am a Beachbody coach, I'm going to start a water challenge, do you want to do it? And I said, sure. So I did the water challenge, piece of cake. I was not an unhealthy person. I drank lots of water, I love fruits and vegetables. I'm a very active person. I have a small farm, I garden, I do all kinds of stuff. 2 kids to keep me busy. I help coach t-ball and stuff like that. So it's not like I was always sitting around doing nothing. So Jen says, let's do a water challenge, and I said, great. So I joined on the water challenge, and they did a week long, and then she said, I'm going to do a 21-day fix group. Do you want to do it? And I thought, I really don't want to spend the money on a Beachbody program. Don't really know a whole lot about it, but she had quite a few people that were joining in, and I finally, at about 11 o'clock on Sunday night when the challenge started on Monday, I went ahead and ordered just the 21-day fix by itself. No shakes, nothing like that. So I started 21-day fix the next day, or as much as I could, until I got my stuff. And day 10, I fell in love. I said, this is awesome. I've never looked at food like this. I know that this is going to help me, and it's good for me, and I feel better already. and I'm just going to go all in. I'm going to be a coach. She approached me about coaching. I looked at the group. I thought it sounded awesome, and I just did it. Sometimes you just got to do that and jump out and take action, because, again, if I didn't, things probably wouldn't have changed. So I became a coach, and I got this wonderful thing called Shakeology in my challenge pack. So I thought, well, I'll try that out. Obviously, it came with it. I probably won't really do those every day because I like to eat my food. Started doing the shakes. Oh my gosh, what a difference. It was amazing. So, mind you, I started 21 Day Fix on July 27th. I went back to the doctor in August, so I'd only been doing the shakes probably for a couple weeks, been working out for maybe 5 or 6 weeks. I'm sorry, I went to the doctor in September. So I had a good month under my belt. I went back, did my blood work, everything was great. My levels were back up. I was feeling better. I didn't get that drain when I knew it was time for my next shot. Like, seriously, it changed everything. I even took a packet of Shakeology into the hematologist with me, showed it to the doctor and said, this is what I have. I've tried it out. I like it. What do you think? And he looked at it and looked at the back and said, this looks great. You might just need to take a B12 pill every other day just because I want you to have extra, because that's what your issue is. But keep doing what you're doing. Come back in a year and hopefully everything still looks good and you won't be my patient anymore. So that is my story about being successful in a coach. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.